That's music from Ed Ackman's new EP. The words are his, but the music and the voice come from his collaborator, initials AI. Yep, Ed's released 4 songs in 4 genres thanks to his digital co-writer. So is this the future of music or the end? We found Ed in Hobsonville and asked him to explain.
Tomorrow's coming too soon.
I used to play in a band as a bass player, bad bass player, back in the early days. But
Right?
I realized that I was going to end up sleeping on everybody's couch for the rest of my life. So I decided that what I would do is get rid of the long hair and the bass guitar and get a job.
Right?
Spent a lot of years working and mostly in advertising, doing this and that, and owning a few agencies myself. And when somebody made me a good offer, I decided that I was going to retire, and I managed to do that about 40, 49, I think I was, and I got out and
That's not
yeah.
bad.
Well, yeah, I take credit for every success I've ever had, but in reality, it was a big piece of luck when someone saw something that they wanted, and I just happened to own
Right. That's not bad at all. Yeah. Well, I'm still struggling with retirement myself, so I don't think I've mastered it yet. I'm still working too much.
it. Come and talk to me.
All right. So you have this EP that's out. It's 4 songs, 4 tracks. It's 4 different genres, and there's quite a story behind it, the way you put this together. So, what do you want to tell us about how it came
I've
together?
been I've been writing music for quite a while, and as you know, I have people recording it, and that's very very satisfying. But I've always felt that my musical ability, as opposed to my lyrical ability, is somewhat wanting, and
Okay.
I find it very hard to write music. I love writing it, but I don't think I'm especially good at it. Um, I was away on holidays, and a friend asked what we. She was writing a birthday card, and I said, "Well, let's see if we could do something better." And I'd seen on my Facebook feed something about writing music online. So we got it up and we wrote something to him and turned it into a song. And it was really good and quite easy to do. So when I got home, I thought, well, I've got all these lyrics lying around that I've never been able to find tunes for. I'll give it a try. And lo and behold, it turns out that it's a very good music writer.
So what is it?
AI.
Okay.
It's okay. And it's not as if it doesn't need to be wrangled. There's a lot of things that you've got to do to make it work properly. You've got to select a genre, you've got to select a singer, you've got to select instruments and beats and all sorts of things before you can get to where you want to get with a song. Because you can't have a song about someone dying as a reggae tune. That would be ridiculous, right? So you've got to sort of jivvy it along. And the more you do it, the better you get. And so you can, like most people, I hear them in my head, the songs in my head before I actually hear the tune. So I sort of know what I'm after. AI helps with that because providing you can give it the right instruments and the right guidance, it can turn out something good. Now, it doesn't always turn out to be good.
Okay.
Sometimes it turns out to be bad, and you've got to take a different tack. But that's what it's all about, and it's that's the method is really finding out what it can do and what it can't do
All
because it
right.
can't do everything. Believe me, it can't.
Okay. All right. So I think somewhere you referred to these 4 tracks or this EP as the fruits of your keyboard. So that it sounds like you're ticking boxes. Oh, I'll have a saxophone here, keyboard here. Is that how what these
It
tracks are
sort of
put
works like
together?
that. What happens is the site will give you various um, combinations, and you can reject them or accept them. And
Uh-huh.
sometimes I'll go through maybe 20 or 30 before I get to the one that I really want. And it's a matter of refining it down to what it is that you really want the song to sound like.
Right.
Um, so everybody, all the publicity says you just put a few words in and get a song. Doesn't work like that. Not exactly the way it is.
All right.
Uh, I think the genres of the songs are quite different
Yep.
because different songs are different genres. I often go out to music and music concerts, and as I know you do, and people are really good for the first 3 songs, and the next 12 songs are pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same. And they're all good and they're fantastic, but really after about four or five, you're looking around for where you can go get a cup of coffee. I've
Gotcha.
never tried to write music that's all the same. Every song I write, I tailor the words to whatever the song is. I mean, versatility is one of the trademarks of people who are successful, in my view.
All right.
Um, Everybody from the Beatles to Elton John or Billy Joel, all these people who are massively popular, write any genre that you like, just so long as it suits the song,
All
right?
right. So what do you
So
think
here,
Bob Dylan would say about this? Talking about the
Bob Dylan, Bob Dylan, Bob Dylan pissed off the whole world when he picked up an electric guitar. He
That's true.
wouldn't give a stuff. He wouldn't give a stuff. He just does what he wants to do. And if you listen to most recent things he's done and the old things that he did, they're blowing in the wind. I mean, really a great song, but it was something for its time. The genre he wrote in was right for the audience, right for the time.
Right. All right.
Um,
Okay,
so
well,
I got it.
let's give people a chance who are watching this to listen to a bit of the Cocoon song, which I guess is the title track of the EP. It doesn't sound like that's you singing all of it,
It's not me
so
singing.
so let's play that and then tell us what we're hearing.
If it feels right, please don't lose sight of me. Looking is free.
If you like touch, I don't mind much. If you do, I want it to.
Can't live your life in a cocoon. Tomorrow's coming too soon. I'm here and waiting, starry-eyed. Open the door, step inside.
Actually, I made this song and I put it aside and I didn't like it very much. And I was talking to my wife and I said, I've got to put these four songs together. What do you reckon? And she said, how about Cocoon? And I said, well, I haven't even listened to that since I made it. She said, no, it's a good song. I like that song. And I thought, okay. My wife is very seldom wrong.
Okay.
So I decided that I will put it on there. And the more I listened to it, I said, maybe she's right. I think it's got a very popular kind of sound. It's a sound of the moment. I'm not a young girl of 17, but I assume that that's the audience for a song like this. Maybe not. She's not a young girl of 17 and she likes it. So I thought I'll put it on. Why not? And then it's because it's quite different to the other tracks, which is what I was trying to do.
Right.
It sort of made the list because it really is another type of song, if you like.
Okay. So the lyrics are all yours. It's the music that's kind of
Well, every lyric you hear is my lyric. I've written them all.
all right. So tell me about the vocals.
Well, when you when you select a song like this, you think, is it a guy singing, is it a girl singing? Is it a country singer? Is it someone who belts it out like Adele, or is it a soft song?
Yep.
And you tailor it to me. You
Okay.
tailor it to me. So what you do if you were recording it with artists, you'd go to the internet and you go to one of the sound sources and you listen to all the vocalists and say that's the vocalist that I want for this song.
Yep.
Virtually do the same thing. The same thing.
Okay. All right. So speaking of country, you got a song called "You Pretty Thing," which sounds kind of Americana country female
Mhm.
vocal thing. Where did
Mhm.
that come from?
You wanted me around to be your pretty thing, like a bird in a cage that you keep to sing. I'm gonna keep on smiling, gonna play your clown, so you'll never see me coming when I cut you down.
I thought I would put an aggressive song with a friendly country beat behind it
Okay.
because she's really telling this guy she's going to destroy him, and it just sounds so pleasant and happy. And I thought the two might sound sort of complementary, and
So is
it
that what you
did.
type in? Play a friendly country beat?
Player friendly. Well, actually, this song was recorded in three different genres. I recorded it as a French song.
All
I've
right.
also got a French version of it, which is totally different, and also a pop version of it as well. And The reason I put the country song in is I am not a country fan. Okay, I do like some country, Stay and Buy Your May and all that sort of stuff. I'm quite fun,
All
but
right.
I'm not a country guy. But I thought this song had to be somehow toned down because it is very, very nasty. And if you present a nasty song in a nasty way, it can be a bit overpowering. Um, One sometime I'll let you hear the French song, which is just totally different, but
All right.
it's also interesting.
Yeah. I think my favorite lyrics are the one I've broken my own heart. Uh, it kind of
Yeah,
tells a story in there.
Looked at me, said he hoped I'd understand. Couldn't talk, they must be on their way. When I said that we were through, I thought I was really over you. Wrong again, not so smart. Seems I've broken my own heart.
the quest always is to come up with a title that no one's come up with. I often go to the internet and see if I've come up with an original title, only to find there's 10 pages of people who've written a song with
Yep.
that title. I'm most proud of that song because it's an original. I mean, it's nowhere to be found. And it's a sort of love themes are difficult because you don't want them to be too soppy, but you don't want them to be too oblique either because, people just won't get it. And I think that I succeeded in getting the right sort of feeling with that, with the trumpets and saxes and all sort of stuff. I like it a lot. In fact, it's one of my favorites. Very
Yeah.
early, I did that very early in the piece, and it gave me a lot of encouragement because these things can overpower you a bit with the technology and everything. But I thought if I can turn it into a song that sounds like that, I must be able to do some more.
All right. So what genre do you consider that to be? And this is not a question I usually ask people because to be perfectly honest, genre is kind
Uh,
of
well, the genre really is Amy Winehouse.
okay.
If you like. I mean, Amy Winehouse was really in a genre all by herself.
That's
She
true.
was a she ended up being a torch singer when no one had seen a torch singer around for 20 years, which is remarkable. She was a big talent. Very sad story, of course.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. And the fourth track, the one we haven't talked about yet, is Selfies, which it's kind of
What do you say about that?
It was hot as hell in the Amazon, but the memory now's completely gone. I've confused the corpse in Stalin's tomb with Campbell's cans in Warhol's room. But don't worry, my million selfies caught the view. Amazing sights with me there too. Just faced away, an iPhone click. See, it wouldn't exist without the pic.
We do a lot of traveling, and we see these young girls turning their backs on all these amazing sights
yeah.
and just walking away. They never look at the site, and I thought there's got to be a song in that, and it worked out very well. I'm absolutely proud of this song. I think it's got a good story in it, and it's quite funny, but it's
Yep.
also real. A lot of my older friends who are completely annoyed by people taking selfies in these places found it very amusing. But the idea is really not to be critical. Instagram has changed the world, and people really put a great value on showing people that they're on the move, they're groovy, they're at places that other people want to be, and
Yeah.
and that's where they get their satisfaction. I guess people that travel a lot get a lot of satisfaction out of the experience of actually being there and looking at it and remembering it, which is
Yep.
really what the song expresses. But I think it's quite cute, and it's got a nice tune, and it's got a good ending, and it's got all the ingredients, hasn't it?
I get it. It reminds me of a moment that I saw at a live concert event where it was at a Neil Young concert here in Auckland, big show in the stadium, and
Mm,
Neil's about to come on, and I was near kind of they had the front section barricaded off. People paid
mm,
extra for that, and then there was a fence, and then the rest of us were behind it. So I was right at the fence. And just as
mm.
Neil comes on, just before this kid comes running up, and he's on his phone and he's at the
Yeah.
fence and he's all excited. I can hear him yelling to somebody, I'm at the Neil Young. Neil's about to go on, and he's all excited. I was like, oh, this is great, kid seeing Neil Young. So sure enough, he's got his phone. Neil starts playing, and he holds his phone up for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, puts his phone down and leaves. And I was like,
Really,
what?
tick that box. Tick that box.
Oh,
That's
man, that's
crazy.
not
That's
all.
crazy.
You didn't see Neil Young. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Well, the thing is that quite often anybody will miss the experience. Sometimes it's because you're distracted. This is just another distraction.
Right.
I, it's hard to say what the ramifications are. It certainly won't hurt Neil Young ticket sales because the guy paid for the concert. So he's
Yep, yep. It's just very strange. All right. So is this AI thing, is it the death of creativity in live or real music or authenticity or
look.
what?
Look, when they invented the knitting machine, people that knitted probably thought it was the end. When TV came in, everyone thought radio was going to die. Look, it's the cycle, isn't it? And when years ago, people said with all this computing, none of us are going to have jobs, and the problem is we're looking down the tunnel, all we see is black. That's all we see. We
Yep.
don't see how it's going to be. In 1986, the smartest people in the room got together to talk about the future, and no one predicted the mobile phone. Nobody predicted the mobile phone. So, you've got to take this with a grain of salt. Everybody says the world's going to change. People can get up in the morning, go to the toilet, have their breakfast, go to work. And, it's just going to be folded into another heap of massive technology that's come out. And so my answer to that is absolutely not. Absolutely not. People, you can't do AI with live music. I mean, you can't do it. You can't do it. I presented an AI song to one of my groups the other day, one of my music playing groups, and they were in uproar. They went crazy. They wanted to shun me and all sorts of stuff. I said, it's a tool. It's just a tool. I mean, if you create a great song or a good song, who cares?
Yep.
Who cares? I mean,
Right.
it's as long as I don't think it's going to people out of work. I mean, I'm going to not stop writing lyrics. I'm not
Right.
going to stop playing with people or
So
playing
did you do
live.
live performances?
Yeah, I do. What I do is, ever since I gave up my guitars and all sorts of stuff and just play ukulele, I take it with me on the plane because it's so small. And every opportunity, I play at clubs and things and open mics or wherever I can. I've been every the little dungeons in New York or the places in Oslo last year or recently in Paris and Barcelona. It's everywhere. And I enjoy doing it. And they think that someone from New Zealand playing something like La Bomba in Spanish is quite exotic. It's really just good fun. It's really just good fun.
So do you see yourself playing I've broken my own heart on the ukulele somewhere?
You see, here's the thing. A lot of performers, and you go to a lot of concerts, a lot
Yes,
of
I do.
performers sing songs that really they've written and they're good, but they're the wrong people to sing them.
Right.
They should before Elvis Presley started and the Beatles, before the Beatles, no one wrote their own music.
That's
No one
right.
did.
Yeah.
The music writers wrote music. So no, I have no intention of singing most of my songs because they're just not right for me. It's just not right. Can you imagine me singing Cocoon? I mean, don't live your life in a cocoon. No, I mean it's crazy. So you shouldn't limit yourself to playing what you can sing. It's a limitation. And I've got a couple of other songs that my songs that I sing when I perform, and there's songs that I can sing, right? But so a lot of songs are not for me. I've
Right.
never broken my own heart, for instance.
That's good to know.
I just leave that to everybody else.
So is there an album in the works? You're a marketing guy. That's your kind of advertising background. How would you promote?
I have so many songs. I have so many songs, but I must admit that I don't have a great knowledge or a great desire to start doing marketing as it is today.
Right.
Being an advertising guy, I used to understand that world, and I do get the idea. But if I was 30 with my songs now, I'd pack my bag and get on a plane and I'd walk the streets of Los Angeles until someone listened to me.
Right.
But I'm not, and I won't. But I still love doing the music, and I'm hoping that by doing a bit of this EPing, that I can give people a taste of what I can do. But the answer to your question is yes. I've got so many songs. I could produce a song, an album in about 3 or 4 different genres if I needed to right now. So
So
I
how
don't
long
know.
does it take you to put a track together? One just a random, is it days, weeks, hours, minutes?
Well, I have a friend, and she said that she wanted to. Would I write a song for her about the world never changing because she was going through a bit of a crisis?
Yeah,
So I wrote it that evening, and I sent it to her that evening, and it's a fully orchestrated track with it's a 4 minute song, and it's got all the lyrics in it and all that sort of stuff. It's I'm sort of prolific. But when I'm inspired, it's easy. The music was the hard part, and now that side of the equation is sort of solved, which means that I can work fast.
that's
So I've done songs since that I come in with the lyrics I already have in about 40 minutes
right.
to finish product, and I sent them off to my friends who used to record my songs and me, and they're asking me where did I record it? How did they
Right.
get that quality? Who are the musicians and all this sort of stuff? And I'm just saying, can't
There are
tell you now.
none.
So look, this is not for everybody, and I'm not
Yeah.
suggesting that it's the answer to music. All I'm saying is this: that if you've got a tool at your disposal, if you're digging with your bare hands and someone gives you a shovel, what are you going to do?
Right.
What are you going to do? It's obvious
There's a
what you're.
song right there.
Well, yes, of course. Shoveling what? Shoveling what you say?
Oh man. All right. Well, this is fascinating. And like you say, I mean, I remember, when the internet began, everybody was like, "Oh, this is the end of the world. Nothing will ever, it's blah, blah." So I'm assuming that this is kind of a similar thing, but I can also see the other side. Real musicians are going to be up in arms. They're going to be, their work taken out from under
We've
them.
been
And
using we've been using beats and MIDI instruments and all sorts of gear for
yeah,
generations. We've been creating on desktop computers the
yeah.
whole symphonies. I mean, please, it's 2025. Let's just use what we've got.
If you enjoyed this episode of the 13th Floor's Music Talk series, please be sure to subscribe to the website or to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram and wherever you find your podcasts. There's a whole lot more to discover.